Hello, Marcus Lim here with Victor Hugo, The Hunchback of Notre Dame, and this is the adaptation by the French illustrator Georges Bess. So it is originally was launched as a Kickstarter. Okay, it did pretty well. So this is the hardcover edition. I think there's also a limited slip case one, right? But I didn't manage to get that. So this is the one I got. It says a classic tragedy about a deformed bell ringer and a starry-eyed street performer in the midst of 15th century Paris. Beautifully adapted by celebrated illustrator Georges Bess. And they call this an artist edition presentation because I suppose it's in the size, perhaps, that is the size of the actual, board that the artist used, right? So we get the raw, undiluted, you could say, pencils, and I suppose pencils and inks of the artist. Okay, so illustrating this classic tale by Victor Hugo. Okay, so this feels very deluxe. Okay, so let's have a look. Victor Hugo, HUNCHBACK Notre Dame. It says Georges Bess and Pia Bess. Who's Pia? Maybe the wife, I guess. Okay, this is by Magnetic Press. Okay, Magnetic Press. I think before this book, Georges did, I think, Dracula and Frankenstein, very well received, and so this follows in the footsteps of those two. So, Paris Festival. And I think the text is straight from Victor Hugo's classic novel. Okay, 6th of January, 1482. All right, you can see that it's very stunning black and white artwork. Okay, so I guess it's divided into several books. Book 1, this is book 2. Just I guess following the same structure of the novel, Esmeralda over there. Yes, book 3, Quasimodo, the Hunchback himself, right? Lovely illustration of the Notre Dame Cathedral. And then we got book 4. Okay, so this, I guess, this is obviously the novel is obviously one of the most famous novels ever written, and so I suppose many people would probably know the story. I guess if not from the novel, then perhaps the what was it? Oh yes, the Disney animated movie from the 90s, which was very well done in my opinion. Okay, even though it's probably one of the most underrated for the Disney films, adapting this classic work, right? Not an easy feat to do so, right? But you can tell from this particular adaptation that Georges Bess is definitely managing to capture the feel of the gothic horror feel of the novel, right? I mean, I guess it's not entirely accurate to call it horror, right? Because it's not exactly horror as in horror like Dracula or Frankenstein, but it does have that sort of like grotesque sort of feel to it, especially with the Hunchback character, right? But it is also can be considered gothic romance as well, right? Because of his yearning for the Esmeralda, the gypsy girl. Okay. Very familiar story. Sumptuously adapted in this amazing illustrations, right, by Georges Bess, who, by the way, is also French. So, I mean, pretty appropriate, I suppose, for him to adapt this famous French, this novel of French origin. Okay. There's a bit of gallery, or actually, yeah, a bit of something by Pierre and Georges Bess at the end here, right? Some of the a bit of an afterword there, and then we have the gallery. Okay, gallery, some more artwork, and then a bit of bio. It says Georges Bess currently lives in Paris, right? So there you go. Actually, I forgot to show the just one more thing. Right, I saw the ribbon. Is that a ribbon? Yeah, it's definitely a ribbon. So let me see if I can get the ribbon out. Yeah, here you go. I missed the ribbon when I was flipping through it. But there is a ribbon, sort of like, you know, like a bookmark, right? So that you can use it as a bookmark, which is a nice touch. I should probably need a few settings to read through the whole thing, right? And I guess, yeah, you know, you probably want to read it slowly to really appreciate every little detail of the artwork by Georges Bess. So there you go, Victor Hugo, Hunchback of Notre Dame by Georges, illustrated by Georges Bess. Hope you enjoyed this video, and please like and subscribe, and I will see you in another video.